one other guy, and the cold weather coming down was bad, and 20 below zero was not unusual. So basically I wrote this thing. It's called Down by the Rio Grande by Michael E. DeArmond. I'm sitting there for an hour, I guess, in the Liberty Bell Saloon with my boots propped up in a table edge, just sweating in the heat of the noon. For it's awful hot this time of year, down by the Rio Grande, and that Texas sun will squeeze a man as dry as a desert sand. So while I was sitting, I had me a beer to quench my burning thirst, and it tasted so good I had me a second, just to follow the first. When about this time the Dallas stage came rumbling down the street, so I hoisted myself up out of my chair and strolled out into the heat. The stage had stopped and climbing out into the burning glare. There stepped a woman, and such a woman as made me stop and stare. Tall and cool like a mountain pine, and fresh as a morning breeze, and she walked so light with a rustling sound, like wind among the trees. And I know right then as I looked at her, so tall and cool and free, that of all the women who walked this earth, I found the one for me. A woman who promised everything to a starved and lonely man, heaven and earth and the stars above, down by the Rio Grande. So I turned and said to a tall cowpoke who was standing next to me, "Partner," I said, "that lady there, do you know who she could be?" "Yep," says he with sort of a drawl, and shifts a wide in his mouth. "That's Lily DeVoe from Dallas way, making a tour of the South." "And friend," says he, "from what I hear tell, to fool with that lady there is like putting your head inside of a noose and stepping off into thin air. The lady's been claimed by Cyril Atlee, the slickest gambling man to ever deal a deck of 52 cards down by the Rio Grande." Well, I jumped on my horse and rode right hard out to the Lazy L, a cattle ranch, a sizable spread where I'd worked for quite a spell. I got cleaned up in my fancy duds and strapped on my 44, 6'1" of leather tough man, a cowboy who knew the score. So I took my time heading back